My screen time was over 5 hours a day. My attention span was shot. So I went on a 30-day digital declutter. The results were not what I expected. In this video, I'm sharing the rules I followed and the shocking changes to my focus, my mood, and my productivity. Welcome back to Take and Grow. As a psychologist specializing in mindset and productivity, I thought I was immune. I teach this stuff. But a few months ago, I had to face a hard truth. I was addicted to my phone. You might know the feeling, that constant low-level that brain fog you just can't shake. I found myself picking up my phone for no reason at all. Just checking. I'd open one app, close it, and immediately, unconsciously, open another. This is the massive problem so many of us are facing. We feel perpetually busy, but at the end of the day, what did we really do? We've lost hours to mindless scrolling. My anxiety was higher than ever, and my ability to do deep work, the very thing my career is built on, was disappearing. The breaking point for me was when I sat down to read a physical book, a book I was excited to read. I couldn't get through to pages. My fingers literally twitched, searching for a screen to swipe. My brain was so rewired for the quick, cheap dopamine of a 15-second video or a new notification that it could no longer handle the simple, profound act of reading. I realized I was living my life on the terms of an algorithm, not on my own. I was procrastinating on my most important goals, not because I was lazy, but because my brain was occupied. So, I decided to run an experiment on myself, a 30-day digital inspired by the principles of digital minimalism from Cal Newport. And what I found, it didn't just change my productivity, it changed my relationship with myself. Now, this wasn't about hating technology. I love technology. This was about reclaiming it. It was about moving from being a mindless consumer to an intentional user. To do that, I had to set clear, non-negotiable rules. You need a plan to fight a problem this big. Here were my rules for 30 days. Rule number 1. No optional tech on my phone. My phone could be a tool, not a toy. I deleted every single social media app. No Twitter, no Instagram, no TikTok, no Facebook, no YouTube. I also deleted all news apps and all just-in-case shopping apps. My phone was left with calls, text, maps, calendar, and my banking app. That's it. Rule number 2. Schedule shallow time. I didn't quit social media cold turkey. That's not the point. The point is intention. I allowed myself 30 minutes in the evening, on my laptop, to check social media or news. By moving it to a specific time and a less convenient device, it became a conscious choice, not a reflexive twitch. Rule number 3. Embrace boredom. This was the hardest rule. I made a rule that in any in-between moment, waiting in line for coffee, sitting in an Uber, walking between rooms, I was not allowed to pull out my phone. I had to just be. I had to let my brain be bored. Rule number 4. Replace scrolling with a high-quality leisure activity. I knew I'd have a 5-hour void to fill. The rule was that for the first 15 minutes of any withdrawal pang, I had to replace the urge to scroll with the action of a high-quality, analog activity. For me, that was reading that book, playing guitar, or writing in a journal. Those were the rules. The first week was hell. Let me walk you through the journey, because the changes were distinct. Week 1, the withdrawal. The first few days were awful. I felt anxious, irritable. I'd pat my pocket for my phone like a phantom limb. I'd sit down for a break, and my hands would just open my phone to a blank home screen, and I'd feel this jolt of panic. This is a classic sign of addiction. My brain's dopamine baseline was so high, it was screaming for its fix. The silence was deafening. The boredom I'd been running from, it felt unbearable. I realized I hadn't been alone with my own thoughts in years. Week 2, the fog lifts. Then around day 9 or 10, something shifted. It was like waking up. The brain fog I had accepted as just how I am began to evaporate. My head felt quiet, clear, and that book I couldn't read. I sat down and read for 45 minutes straight, uninterrupted. I was so engrossed, I forgot to check the time. My attention span, which I thought was broken forever, was just healing. I started noticing things on my walks to architecture, the sound of the birds. My brain, starved of the 1000 mph input, was finally slowing down to the speed of reality. Week 3, the productivity surge. This is when the real results came. My work, it just exploded. That project I'd been procrastinating on for a month, I finished it in 2 days. The activation energy to start a hard task was suddenly gone. Why? Because the easier alternative, scrolling, was no longer an option. My brain was left with a choice: be bored or do the hard thing. And it turns out, the human brain hates being bored more than it hates hard work. I suddenly had time, hours of it. The 5 hours I got back wasn't just free time. It was high energy time. I had energy after work. I started cooking better meals. I started calling my family more. I wasn't a zombie on the couch. Week 4, the unexpected results. This was the part I didn't expect. I went into this for productivity, but the biggest change was my mood. My baseline anxiety, almost gone. My sleep quality, drastically improved, because I wasn't mainlining cortisol spiking news and comparison fueling social media all day. My nervous system had a chance to reset, and the boredom, it turned into something else. It turned into ideas. It turned into reflection. It turned into presence. When I was playing with my daughter, I was just there. Not 80% there, with 20% of my brain wondering about an email. I was 100% there. That was the shocking part. I wasn't just more productive, I was happier. So, after 30 days, what happened to my brain? My dopamine baseline reset. I no longer needed a hit every 3 minutes. I found joy in subtle things again. A good conversation, a quiet cup of coffee. My attention span healed. I can now sit and work on a single task for 90 minutes without feeling that itch. I can read books again. My focus is back. My anxiety plummeted. By removing the constant low-level stimulation and social comparison, my nervous system calmed down. Now, I'm not a monk. I've reinstalled 1 or 2 apps, but the relationship is different. I use my phone as a tool. I set it down, and I forget about it for hours. I am no longer its servant. It is mine. So how can you start? A 30-day cold turkey declutter is a lot, but you don't have to. You can start with the take and grow approach. Here's a 3-step plan to begin. Get the data. For 2 days, just track your screen time. Don't judge it. Just get the data. What's the number? What apps are stealing your life? Create one sacred space. Don't ban your phone everywhere. Just ban it from one place. The easiest and most the dinner table. Make it a non-negotiable no-phone zone. Implement a digital curfew. This is the most powerful first step. Choose a time, say 9 p.m. Plug your phone in outside your bedroom. Do not let your phone be the last thing you see at night and the first thing you see in the morning. This one change will protect your sleep and revolutionize your mornings. This experiment taught me that brain fog and constant anxiety are not the price of admission for living in the modern world. They are the symptoms of a life lived by default, not by design. You have the power to reclaim your focus, your energy, and your presence. It's not easy, but it starts with the simple, intentional choice to put the digital world back in its proper place as a tool to serve your life, not the other way around. If this story resonated with you, if you're feeling that digital fog and you're ready to make a change, hit that like button to let me know. And if you are serious about mastering your mindset and reclaiming your focus, subscribe to Take and Grow. Share this video with one person you know who is lost in the scroll. I have a challenge for you. What is the one rule you will implement this week? Is it the no phone at the dinner table? Is it the 9 p.m. digital curfew? Share your commitment in the comments below. Let's start this declutter together. Thank you for tuning in. Now, put your phone down and go live your life.